Hi, my name's Steve Clapham and welcome to my new series of investing tip videos. What we're going to do is each week I'm going to launch a new video which gives one of the tips and techniques that I used when I was at a big hedge fund, both to improve my performance and to save me time. Hopefully this will do the same for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss a video. The first of these I'm going to look at sustainable cash flow. Now, if you read a textbook about investing, it'll tell you you should do a very complicated calculation and produce a DCF valuation. And DCFs are fine, but they're difficult to do, and there's a wide tolerance of the final result. I tend not to do detailed DCFs. The reason being that they aren't sufficiently precise. But what I do want to know is, am I paying a sensible price for the business? And I want to do that on the basis of the free cash flow. So what I do is I look at the business and what is a sustainable free cash flow that it can generate. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to explain how I do that. When I used to do this at the hedge funds, I would make lots of adjustments. It would be quite a complicated calculation because I would adjust for non-recurring items, whether it was a tax settlement or a pension fund top-up. You don't need to do all that. You can make two simple adjustments and you'll get very close to the right answer. So you take the free cash flow that the business has generated and you adjust for growth capex and you adjust for stock-based comp. Let me explain how to do that. First, looking at growth capex. Don't do what this poor analyst did and forget capex entirely. No, what you want to do, and this is a sell-side analyst at a bulge bracket firm, quite embarrassing, because he'd have got totally the wrong valuation for Alphabet. What you want to do is you want to take out the growth capex from the equation. Because obviously growth capex is diminishing the free cash flow and will depress the valuation. That's silly. You want to take the growth capex out of the equation and only look at maintenance capital expenditure. Now, the problem with that is you can ask the finance director, but the finance director will often overstate growth capex and understate replacement capital expenditure. So what I do is, as a proxy for replacement capital expenditure, I use depreciation. I will go back and check, has the company consistently made gains or losses when it's been selling assets? Because that can be an indication of under or over depreciation. And I'll adjust for that in my depreciation calculation. But that usually gets me pretty close to replacement capital expenditure. The other adjustment I make is for stock-based comp. Now, almost every company adds back stock-based comp in its calculation of adjusted earnings. I don't think that's right. And certainly if you're trying to think about what is sustainable free cash flow of the business, you have to reflect the fact that the company's issuing stock. And you do that in two ways. You can inflate the share count so that you assume that you own less of the business over time as more stock is given to employees and you're diluted. Or you can take the free cash flow that you've calculated and deduct from that the cost of buying back the stock that's been issued to employees in the year. That can be often, especially for tech companies, that can be quite a harsh calculation in terms of depressing the sustainable cash flow. But it's a good exercise to do because it will give you a picture of what that business would look like without that stock-based comp if they actually had to buy the shares in the market. So this has been a quick explanation of why I use sustainable cash flow when I'm trying to value a business. I hope you found it useful. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, and please, if you have enjoyed it, please leave us a like. Thanks for watching.